Speed is the staple of the ASA Speed Truck Challenge, but so are the spills and the thrills. It's road course racing time, so take a seat and hang on. This is going to be one wild and fun ride. Everyone, and welcome to Firebird International Raceway. This is the ASA Speed Truck Challenge presented by TVT 24/7. Hi everybody, I'm Doc Riley along with Bill McLeod of the ASA Speed Truck Challenge. Boy, this has been one exciting year, and as we get set here, the first road course test of the year.
That's right, Doc. Only after 4 races completed so far in 07, there's just been 14 points separating the top 4 competitors. In first place, Jim Putnam from Ontario, California in his number 12 Dodge Dakota, sponsored by Performance Grading. In second place from Riverside, California is last year's Rookie of the Year, Randall King, in the 35 Chevy Colorado, sponsored by Hype Manufacturing.
Tell you one thing, this is a great mix of some rookies in a very talented rookie class, along with some old veterans that are racing here on the 1.7-mile road course.
Boy, I tell you, this year has been just absolutely phenomenal on the track. We've got some excellent rookies that are coming up. And you know, ASA Speed Truck Challenge is the only professional series in the country where you can race at only 14 years of age.
And these guys that are racing at that young of age have really got a good handle on these trucks. We'll tell you more about the trucks and more about the action as we get set. Our pole setter, Jeff Catlin, one of those talented rookies, will lead him to the green flag here on the 1.7-mile road course in Chandler, Arizona. We go on board as we get set. Green flag racing. We are off and rolling here on the 5th stop of the ASA Speed Truck Challenge.
These trucks are just wound up right now, Doc, and they'll go at least 130 miles an hour down this straightaway.
And this straightaway very, very important as it comes by the start-finish line. It is a place where if you've got the speed, you can carry a pass into the inside. And let's see what we've got here. Look at Victor at the inside as he makes that move exactly up against the rumble strips.
It truly was one of those great moves made by a super driver right there to take the inside position.
And we have to keep our eye on the number 12 truck, Jim Putnam of the Performance Grading Dodge Dakota. He's up there in the mix so far.
And Darren Young right on his heels, number 18. He is a super driver, and he's going to be following Victor very closely through this section of the track.
Race number 5 of 13 so far this year, the ASA Speed Truck Challenge. This is the first road course opportunity we've had. 4 races, 4 different winners.
Victor Pfluger is on a tear this year. He's already set the fastest qualifying time in the first 4 races of this season.
This track, very demanding, lots of left and right-hand turns, and you've got to be on the throttle, on the brakes, and these trucks are set up very, very equal. This series, folks, is all about the driver with spec engines and tires. We'll get into a lot of that as we go on here. There's your look at your leaders, Pfluger, Young, Putnam, and Resnowicki, another one of those tough rookies we've talked about. He's in the United Nissan Quaker State S10, bearing truck number 3. As a matter of fact, he's been the top finishing rookie so far twice this season. Lap number 2 of 34 as we continue to cycle through here on the 1.7-mile road course. Each of these trucks pretty much set up about the same engines and tires.
Whoa, it looks like we've got a spin out on the backside. It's Sean Dickinson, number 64, that's taking a hard turn.
And Dixon in the Truckworks Chevrolet S10, he rolled off the grid number 18, following the entire rear of the field, and he'll be parked over there in the dirt, as they say. Victor Pfluger continues to pace the field here in Chandler, Arizona.
Boy, this is hard driving, Doc, and these trucks are just now starting to get used to this track, the hard turns, and the speeds are starting to pick up. And Darren Young is trying to make a move on Victor Pfluger.
He really is. These guys, as we've mentioned, it's a spec truck series. The engine's all sealed. This is really a driver series. And on a road course, it's an important test. This is the 5th race of the tour, but it's the first time these guys have had to go left and right.
As they make that final turn down the back stretch, Doc, you can see the speeds intensify.
Very, very close racing as we look at our top 5 on here. Lap number 2, 2 of those guys are rookies. Good battle up front. Darren Young in the 18 ride. Victor
Whoa, there's
Pfluger
a move going into that first turn.
Great effort right there. Darren Young going to make the move on the pass on the inside, but Victor Pfluger going to hold him off. These guys racing side by side here, and Darren Young will take the lead. That in the number 18 truck. Young, the United Nissan Sudden Impact S10, going to pace this field through here. Young seems to have his power when they come off the corners.
He really is a veteran, and he knows when to pick his spots and really to hold off all the competitors. And he just showed us right there, Doc, what kind of talent this guy really has.
One of the biggest things that you have to learn in racing is being patient, and to the the person that is patient goes to the spoils. Good look at the 18 truck. Darren Young is on a tear right now. We'll see if he can pace this field. He's starting to stretch his lead out a little bit. Lots of racing left. Victor Pfluger's not going to let him get too far ahead. And as we see on the onboard here, as they come into the corners, you naturally pick up a little bit, close that distance a little bit. Then he's going on the straightaway. The 18 ride of Young able to stretch it out a little bit, but Pfluger right on that back tailgate.
At only 16, this kid is one heck of a driver, and he'll pick his spots again. He knows that if he can stay on the tail of Young, he'll have this race in his pocket.
More on the ASA Speed Truck Challenge here on the O'Reilly Auto Parts Motor Mania. Stay tuned. More road course from Firebird coming up. Motor Mania is brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts, home of the professional parts people. By Mallory Ignition, the ultimate performance system. And by TVT 24/7, a major breakthrough in lubrication technology designed to save your engine and the environment. Welcome back to the ASA Speed Truck Challenge presented by TVT 24/7. Doc Riley, Bill McLeod with you. And right now, our leaders are stretching it out front. And these guys really are showing how special they are. They really have a good feel for the track, and they seem to just be out there all by their lonesome.
They really do, and they're just showing their talent right now by driving a nice, secure, safe race. Top speeds of reaching about 100, 110, 120 miles an hour down the straights. And it's so important that they keep that truck on the track right now as they go through these tough chicanes.
Lap 9 of 34, Darren Young in the 18 ride continues to pace the field. These trucks are evenly matched all the way around, and the ASA Speed Truck Challenge has done a good job with its rules package.
They really have. The president, Jay Rutherford, has made sure that these trucks really have tremendous parity in this series. They're full tube chassis, 108-inch wheelbase, Van Gordon Racing V8s, 350 horsepower with 2-speed direct drive transmissions. They really are a fast unit. It puts it right back in the hands of the driver and makes them handle these trucks effectively and efficiently.
Darren Young continues to show the way. Look at our lap 9 leaders. The 07 ride of Austin Murphy. He's a rookie. He's had a very good outing in that Chevrolet S10 backed by Lucas Oil and Fraser Masonry. A look at our leader there, Darren Young. So smooth on this course. He just seems to have the rhythm right down as he throws it into the turn, comes off the rumble strip, but hot on his tail, Victor Pfluger in the number 80 ride. In third right now, the number 12 truck, that's Jim Putnam. Behind him, Jeff Catlin to the 01. The 07 Murphy gets into Catlin. And we've got contact on the racetrack. Catlin is going to lose several positions right in that situation. Let's take a look at this one on replay, and let's go on board the number 1 truck, the only Toyota Tacoma in the field.
You can see that Murphy and Catlin thought they had clearance on that corner, but Murphy just got into the back of Catlin.
Both drivers are able to recover. We'll continue racing, and as we move back up front, lap 11 of 34, we find Darren Young continuing to pace the field. Victor Pfluger not too far away, and he'll keep him in sight right there. One big thing that I think the ASA Speed Truck Challenge has done is they really put a premium on driver safety.
Yes, President Rutherford maintains a no-tolerance policy when it comes to rough and aggressive driving in his series.
And series officials make sure they implement that policy. It really is a nice calling card because drivers know they're going to get a fair shake when it comes to any on-track activity. An onboard look, and you can see how tough it is driving here, the left and the right turns. But Darren Young continues to pace the field. This guy's had a good season so far, Darren Young.
Oh, he's just an incredible driver. Obviously, 2-time champion of the ASA Speed Truck Challenge, and has just absolutely dominated the field when he gets out into clean air.
And the truck looks good as he is doing it. He just got good truck control all the way around, as you can see, making that corner, no problems. And again, trying to close up the distance there, Victor Pfluger. As we continue to run laps here, lap 12 of 34, Chandler, Arizona, Firebird International Raceway. It is the 1.7-mile road course here. It's the first of 2 road course tests for the ASA Speed Truck Challenge, which I like. They've been on the ovals. Now we go road course racing.
And they know how to handle these trucks, obviously, in a road course like this. But what they've got to start thinking about right now is the truck itself. What's happening with the tires? What's happening with the handling of the vehicle?
And for those rookies, this may be the first time they've ever been on a road course, so handling those tires, very key.
For the last 7 years, this Speed Truck Challenge has been racing Hoosier racing tires on Allied racing wheels, and I'm telling you, they perform every single race.
That's a good combination, lots of good combinations. The number 80 truck currently running in second place, Victor Pfluger. the Parker Farms, Cooper State Tire, Dodge Dakota. And you can hear the RPMs coming up as he dives into the corner. Good truck control. He may be giving up just a little bit here. What about pit stops? Do we see pit stops in the ASA Speed Truck Challenge?
No pit stops in the regular race, although they do have an opportunity to jump off the race and change a tire or make any minor adjustments and get right back on the track.
So this really is all in the hands of the driver. Once this truck is set up to race, it's taking care of this ride, staying out of trouble, and being able to negotiate the many turns of this 1.7-mile road course. As we talk about road courses, the second road course, California Speedway, coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll have that action for you right here on Outdoor Channel. A good look out of the TVT 24/7 onboard camera as we take a lap with our second place driver right now. Darren Young continues to pace the field. He's in the 18 ride and an S10 that's way up in front. Stay with us. We'll have more from Firebird coming up here on Outdoor Channel. Welcome back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Motor Mania, the ASA Speed Truck Challenge presented by TVT 24/7. We're in Chandler, Arizona at Firebird International Raceway. And while we were away, we had a caution, so we're getting set for a restart now, and we'll do that looking out the rear view of Dallas Kolodny and the Cone Kolodny CPA's Dakota. And boy, when they drop the green flag, these guys are on it.
We are flying down the back straightaway right now at about 130 miles an hour. Great shot as we go into this first turn.
Oh, and a problem there. The 01 ride's going to go off-roady. He just lost the handle, and Kolodny appears to lost the handle as well. Both of these guys, and that could be an obvious thing where you come back and you restart. Boy, look at the front end damage there on the 44 truck.
For the day.
That's a tough break. Cold tires on a restart, sometimes you end up in the weeds. Well, it did not affect Darren Young, who continues to pace the field. Also, good racing effort there by Jim Putnam in the number 12 ride. And take a look at the 35 truck. That's Randall King in the Hype Manufacturing Clay Andrews Racing, Colorado. We're on board now with the number 12 truck of Jim Putnam.
The best thing that happened in that whole restart is that the field tightened, and now people have a shot at Darren Young, and that's what everybody's looking for.
Problems here. Putnam, he is out of shape. Got a little help on the rear end there, and he is into the inside barrier. Putnam just along for the ride. As we take a look here on replay, you can see very tight going into that corner, and a couple of them get balled up, and Putnam facing the wrong way on the track as he just ran out of room to negotiate.
At that kind of speed in that corner, any kind of a touch on the back of that vehicle is going to spin him out.
And that's important for those young drivers to be able to handle that situation. But sometimes when you hit the tailgate, all you can do is be along for the ride. And that's a good lesson in truck control. These bodies look really good. They're pretty durable. And Bill, they do have to conform to what the OEM truck body used to look like.
That's right. The speed trucks sport an exact replica of Norris Racing fiberglass bodies in the Chevy S10, Chevy Colorado, Ford Ranger, Dodge Dakota, and Toyota Tacoma trucks. And boy, they can really take the abuse.
They can take the abuse. Good looking trucks, and you keep all the manufacturers that build tough running trucks in the mix. Right now, a Chevy S10 leads the field. And right behind him, the 80 truck, it's a Dodge Dakota. So parity all the way through. We only have one Tacoma, that and then rookie Jeff Catlin. And as we look at our leaderboard right now, well, we got to talk about that number 3 truck. That is one talented rookie, and he's having himself a great season so far.
You bet. He goes by Bear Resnowicki. He's out of Las Vegas, Nevada in the Chevy S10, United Nissan Sudden Impact and Quaker State truck. I'm telling you, he's had a phenomenal year. He leads the rookie points right now.
And he's just a young guy.
Only 15 years old.
Getting involved in a racing organization, a national touring organization at that young age is incredible. Boy, talk about the leg up that you'd have on other people that are involved in racing. And these trucks, they can be a handful. But I liked what the ASA Speed Truck Challenge has done. Jay Rutherford, the gang, they've made sure that the trucks are as equal as possible. The engines, the tires, the wheels, even down to the Torco racing fuel is all legislated by the group, so it really puts all of the onus on the driver. Darren Young continues to lead. Victor Pfluger right behind him. And a pretty good battle with a couple of rookies. That's Austin Murphy and Bear Resnowicki in the number 3. Our lead pack continues to have the number 18 S10 of Darren Young and the number 80 of Victor Pfluger. He's in the Dodge Dakota. 5 rookies make up this field of 19 trucks here on the 1.7-mile road course at Firebird International Raceway. That in Chandler, Arizona. This is ASA Speed Truck Challenge Racing action, event number 5 of 13 on an action-packed tour, the first of 2 back-to-back road courses, and then on to the ovals. And boy, the championship, even though it's early in the season, continues to heat up between these top 2 drivers.
You just can't say enough about this young 16-year-old driver, Victor Pfluger. From Morristown, Arizona, driving the number 80 Dodge Dakota, sponsored by Parker Farms, Copper State Tire, and Lahorg Race Cars, is just showing his stuff today, staying with the champion, Darren Young.
Championships on the line, and this series also brings out the very best when it comes to rookies. As you saw on our last leaderboard update, the 07 ride of Austin Murphy, that S10 in Barrett Resniewicki in the number 3 S10. Both those guys running in the top 5. It's a good learning opportunity, even if you are back in the back of the field like that. The number 77 ride of Tim Allen that we see there, the R.J. Allen Walker Brothers Dakota. He's running about mid-pack right now, and he's going to be able to learn a little bit here and maybe put that valuable information when we go road course racing again at California Speedway in just a couple of weeks, which you'll see here on the Outdoor Channel. Once again, on board in the 80 ride of Victor Pfluger in the Dakota. And this gives you a good opportunity to see how tough it is coming into those corners and then the long straightaway. Stay tuned. We'll have the checkered flag from Firebird coming up. You're watching the Outdoor Channel. O'Reilly Auto Parts Motor Mania brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts, home of the professional parts people. By E3 Spark Plugs, Diamond Fire Technology, Energy, Efficiency, Ecology. And by NRG Resources, advancing alternative energy. Welcome back to the ASA Speed Truck Challenge presented by TVT 24/7. Closing laps here from Firebird International Raceway in Chandler, Arizona. And Darren Young continues to lead the class of the field, followed by Victor Pfluger. You know, these engines, spec engines, we've had no problems with them. A lot of horsepower there, 350 cubic inches. And I think it's attracted some other people in the automotive aftermarket as well.
It really has. President Rutherford has brought on Mr. Gasket Mallory Excel ignition systems this year, which has created tremendous parity among these trucks.
Hey, when you get guys like Mallory involved, you'll find out a little research and development. These guys will go through, find out what they can work, and at the end result, it'll be better for the racers because they'll have a part they can put on that truck they don't even have to worry about.
That's right.
Speaking of on board and on the truck, Victor Pfluger, he's got just a few laps left to try to close the gap on an 18 ride of Darren Young, who has led this from almost the very beginning. And it seems on that corner right there that the Pfluger truck just a little bit loose coming out of the corner. Again, those Hoosier tires, excellent, but you've got to have good truck control or you'll wear those tires out.
That's right. Coming around these tight corners, you've got to have truck management. As we talked about before, these tires are getting worn, they're getting really slick, and you've got to manage that power as you turn those tight corners on this chicane.
As we said earlier, patience is a very key, and if you're a young person, a rookie in this series, you need to be patient because it can pay dividends on the closing laps. A very good effort so far out of this guy, Darren Young in the S10. You know, we've had 4 races so far. Those have all been on ovals. Jim Putnam, Randall King, Bear Resniewicki, and Victor Pfluger have all taken home victories. Here on the road course, we'll see if we'll have another first-time winner in race number 5.
You are exactly right, Doc. This has been one heck of a race, and it looks like we're going to see our 5th winner here in the ASA Speed Truck Challenge.
Well, Darren Young has had a good history in this series, and he hopes to be able to add to it today with a victory at Firebird International Raceway.
As a 2-time previous champion of the ASA Speed Truck Challenge at age 43, Young is a calm, commanding driver that loves to win.
And you can tell just by the way he handles that truck how easy it is. Look at this. Sweeps around the corner, uses up a little bit of a bobble right there. That could just be from the fact that tires are starting to wear out, but he just makes it look so easy. Part of that comes from experience, truck handling. Have got to take care of those Hoosier tires. Right in front of him, about lap traffic, that's Sean Steele in the K&N Filters, Sean Steele Racing Dakota. And he is, back in the pack right now. But Sean Steele, he's a good racer. He will be able to come back and fend for a lead later on this tour. Boy, I tell you, Darren Young is one cool customer.
Unlike oval track racing in this road course, they haven't had to deal too much with lap traffic. And although he has to be very careful when he does pass slower traffic, he has had a lot of open air today to really develop the kind of speed that he's looking for.
White flag lap, it's out, and this will come down to the wire. If Victor Pfluger wants to take the victory, he's going to have to do something right quick. Darren Young continues to hold off, but we've seen the last several laps that Young just a little bit loose around some of the corners. That may open the gate for Victor Pfluger in the number 80 Dakota to close the gap and take home the victory. This right now could get very interesting as we start to negotiate some of those tight corners. As we see on the corner, boy, look at that. Pfluger's starting to close the gap a little bit.
This is getting really exciting. Pfluger's got to make his move if he's going to do it.
And making his move, he's running out of time, coming back up. It seems that when they get on the straightaway, Young is able to power things away. Once they get into the corners of the chicane, Pfluger's able to close the gap. It's a Chevrolet Dodge battle as we are now a half a lap from the checkered flag. Darren Young continues to pace the field. Pfluger hot on his tail. And boy, look at this, right to the inside. Oh, right as we go to the checkered flag, it appears coming around the corner that Young slows up just a little bit. Pfluger could make the pass to the outside. Darren Young will take the checkered flag. In 5 races, we've had 5 different winners on the ASA Speed Truck Challenge.
It was a day for the rookies, I'm telling you. You had Bear Resnowicki coming in 3rd, and Austin Murphy driving an awesome race. He had some trouble early on, but he came back strong in the end and coming in 4th spot.
The 5 rookies actually did very well. Out of the 19 competitors here, they're finishing most of them in the top 10 spots. Hey, another guy who did very well this weekend was Sean Steele. He'll finish in the number 11th position, but he started in 19.
Picking up 8 positions today. He had an awesome race, and he now leads the Stagger Pro 1000 Hard Charger points race.
Now let's go down to Victory Lane and talk with our winner, Darren Young.
Darren, great job.
Thank you very much. Couldn't have done it without the whole United Nissan team. To come out of here with a win is something that we definitely needed for the season and stuff. So very excited to have a good time today.
The ASA Speed Truck Challenge rolls into California Speedway. We'll have coverage next on the Outdoor Channel. For more information about this series, log on to speedtruck.com. O'Reilly Auto Parts Motor Mania is a presentation of Masters TV in association with the Outdoor Channel. For Bill McLeod, I'm Doc Riley. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.